Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we're live at 5. Hi Michelle, your package went out today. Hi Leslie. Hi Mitzi. All right, I think I'm ready. Selena's here today. Hey Michelle. So we'll give it one more minute just to see if anybody else jumps on. And put this packet in here. Oh, jumped over, just waiting for a YouTube comment to come onto the computer and then I'll get started. Hey Jan. 53 degrees. Oh, I'm so jealous. 53 degrees. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. So this was the piece that we worked on yesterday. And I did glue all the pieces down. I put this little sentiment down, but I've left it open so I could pop something in there if I wanted to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little closure so that it closes. And then I won't use this template again for at least 24 hours. So I just have some thread. And I have a spider. So what I thought I would do is put a pop dot under the spider to hold him in place. So I'm going to shove that here. But what I want to do is I want to powder the side of it so my thread doesn't get caught in it. So I'm just going to put a bit of the powder on the side. And I probably could have used a less fat one, but that will give me the space I need. Okay, so now I can peel this part off. Stick my thread here. Put it around there, and then I can just wrap this around and capture it in here. And it closes my booklet. So it keeps it shut. Hi Norma, hi Teresa. Okay, so that's finished and I can unwrap it at any time and go inside and find my thing. Okay, so let's pop that away. What I thought I would do today is, I haven't used this Vintage Makers Essentials paper pad yet, and we do have it in stock. So I thought I would make a little booklet because I wanted to use this die, which I die cut. This is a new die that we got in. Let me find out where I put it so I can show you what it is. This one, it's called Winter Curtain from Studio Light. So I die cut it, and I'm going to leave it whole. You can cut the elements off and use them singly, but I wanted to use it whole. So let's make a cover. Normally I'd use my scoring tool, but I'm going to use just this. So our shipment that is going around the world was supposed to be delivered today. This is the one that's been going around since September 10th. Today it got delivered to the wrong location. And I was on, because it was coming international, you can't just talk to a regular UPS delivery guy. You have to go to international. They are so backed up, I was an hour and a half on hold. So, long story short, our shipment will be here tomorrow, hopefully. Okay. And now before I forget, I did put the Paper Artsy card class on the calendar. So that is under Just In if you want to sign up. I didn't put it on the calendar yet, but I will. It's under Just In. I'm going to use JM07, which is kind of a snowy looking kind of vintagey stamp. So let me grab a stamp block. And I'm going to use Nougat, which is a pink color. Hey, Leslie. So I had kind of an idea. I was on a Zoom call this morning, and I saw the new All in Create release for October. Oh my gosh, absolutely fabulous. And then I had an idea to do a bundle with it. So hopefully I can figure out the details and let you guys know about it in the next couple days. Okay, so I've just put some paint with a sponge onto that. I'll just leave it flat here. I'm just going to stamp it randomly here. I had obviously a little bit of pink on there, but we're just going to stamp up some acetate. Let me grab the baby wipe. This is a heavyweight acetate that we have in the store. Yeah, you can see the pink. It's funny. Well, not really funny. But okay, let me grab. I think I want maybe, yeah, let me get a little sentiment die, stamp. This one is JM66. A little bit more paint. So just stamping in some random areas. A bit more paint here. And I'm going to set that aside to dry. Just getting my paint off of the stamp. Okay. So let me set that aside to dry. It shouldn't take long. It's very thin application of paint. And now let me grab the pad. So I'm sure you don't remember, but it's all really cool kind of vintage papers. So all kinds of fun things in here. I'm going to grab this one. It also has some cut apart pieces in here. You pop things out, pop tags out. That one's fallen out. Let's just grab. I'm going to do this one. I'm just going to do 3. That one's pretty. Yeah, I'll just do 3. So let me cut the top off. It's a 6x8 paper pad, so it's quite nice. So let me tell you what I cut that curtain die with. I cut it with the Arden Christmas paper pad. They had this really pretty green one, and I used a portion of that to die cut it. If I'd have cut it here, I would have had more pattern on there, but I just went with that. It cuts very nicely, by the way. So let's just nest this together, maybe. Oh, this side better. So that will go inside here. And I can sew it in there. I'm just kind of letting that dry a little bit more. And then this will go kind of on the top. So I'm just going to glue the top piece. Let's move this stuff out of the way so it's flatter to put it down. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. Now let's see what I have in the way of rub-ons that I can put on this paper. I can also put rub-ons on the acetate, but let's see what we have. So these are 49 Market rub-ons here. That one's kind of cool. These are Vicky Bouton 49 Market. So there's another cool one there. Just move them around. Have a few words and a butterfly. Let's just make a decision and move on. We're just going to go with what I have right here. So. One piece of rub-on there. I'm wondering about putting this piece right on the acetate. Or I could just put it on here and you can see it through. I'm just going to put it on here. So don't forget tomorrow night, if you're in the Allison Bomber class, it's tomorrow. Look how pretty that one is. So that will fit nicely in there. I might trim the acetate at the, no, I don't think I need to. Still waiting for the paint to dry a little bit. But let's see what we've got word-wise, because I think some of these colors from the sticker pack go very nicely with this. So let's see. Be your own kind of beautiful. So as you can see on the cover, I think it's quite pretty. It's a good start. So if I could put some vintage photos in here. I don't have any, but I could. Let's have a look. And there's a couple of different ways I can bind it. I can sew it in as a signature, or I can staple it in. So I don't know what I want to do yet. Oh, this is kind of cool. I should cut some of that up for it then. What do I have dye-wise? Anything close. I just dropped the garbage on the floor. Got this one from Seth. I think we have a couple of extra. I'm going to grab just a bit of it, perhaps, and cut this. So give me a second, I'll be right back. Oh, I like it better on this one. So let me just tack that down. I'm going to leave not all of it glued so that I can poke something underneath if I want to. This is infusions. This was something I did a while back. Actually, infusions are what we're going to use in the Paper Artsy card class online. If you don't have infusions, you can use other watercolor powders. You just won't have that vintage look. So pop that there because I want to perhaps put a photo and tuck it slightly. Let's see what else I have. Cut something from this one. Okay, I already cut the numbers before. Let me cut this. Did I have a piece of paper that I have already colored or something? Yeah. The rest of that piece. Okay, let me grab that piece. Hang on. Where did I put it? So I've got this. I'm going to cut this out of it. cool that is. I think I'm going to have to go and get some other things though. I can at least just tack it, but how pretty is that? Now that blob on that paper did not look very exciting at all, right? It just looked bleh. And then when you cut it, so pretty. But I'm going to tuck something else in there. I don't know. Well, let's have a look in that book, see if there's anything in the book I can put in there temporarily. Needs more contrast with that, but let's ink the edges and we'll see what that does. Yep, still not enough color. But it would be nice with something clustered under here. I just don't have anything in front of me. Let's see what I've got word-wise. Create more. All right, so I can build something up. Maybe pop a photo. I'll have to go searching and see what I have, but let's see what we've got so far. Here's my cover. Little album in there. Oops. So I think that's kind of cute. I really, really like this die. And the fact that you can just cut off a piece and use it. So this could be a border on a card. If you were making a wintry card or a seasonal card for someone, you could glue that down as a border. But I kind of like it as a curtain. So let's just see what else we've got in here. It's a very pretty paper pad. So I might glue that down to the cover. That's quite nice. Let's ink the edge of that. A little bit of glue. Oop. Sounds like the rain again. And this piece that I cut off, I could use back in here. Let's see if we start to build this up. Can you guys hear the rain? It's starting to come down hard again. When is the rain going to stop? I tell you. Let's see. I'll just use this. Let's just glue it down. And I do need to find a photo or something to put in here. But anyway, here's a start. Oh, it's raining over by you too, Mitzi? Getting tired of all this rain. Okay, so this is from today. This is Be Kind or something like that sticker set. I will look that up. The rub-ons are from 49 Markets, Vicky Booten. And this piece of acetate, obviously, this is the curtain. This one is under Just In. The rest of the stuff is not. You would need to search for it if you're interested. And the set up to dye is this one, which is called Stretchers. Loved this one. Really like this one on the infusions. And I'm in love with that piece of paper. I think this is just stunning. And it didn't look that great on here, but stunning. And I can use this side of the dye that's left over and the other side as well. So make sure I save that. So there you go. Oh, it stopped by your house already, Nala? And are we done? Good. Oh, and the stamp set that I used two. I used Joffy JM66 and JM07. It's hard for you guys to see on the screen, but it, let's see if I can find a piece of white. And it's probably even harder for you to see. But I can see it as quite, it's a little bit subtle. Yeah, you can't see it really at all. You can see it a little bit here. But through this side, it looks really, really cool. So, and then the paint that I used was Nougat and a dirty stamp. So, there you go. Quick and easy project. I like making little books like this. So I'll figure out how to bind it. We'll work on it the rest of this week. So, there you go. All right, guys. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5. Have a good night. Oh, and by the way, I should have the damn package. Hopefully. It'll be here. Okay. Have a nice night. Bye.